our session will start at 1:30 sharp. So please kindly turn off your cell phone and everything. Thank you. Okay, good afternoon and welcome, ladies and gentlemen and the ladies. I'm Betty Chu, and currently the APEC Vice President 1 and the Taiwan Regional Director. And also, that job has no pay. So I have another normal job, which is the Executive Director of Health Policy Research Center from the National Health Research Institute, Taiwan. And my co-chair today is the handsome young man here, Dr. Wei Chen Luo. You can call him Nicholas. He's the Deputy CEO of CCHP and the Associate Professor from the Master Program in Applied Epidemiology, Taipei Medical University, also Taiwan. And this event is the conference panel 1.2, Collaborative Actions on NCDs, Insights from Taiwan with a regional focus on Asia Pacific. So if you are in the wrong room, you can leave now. Otherwise, you cannot leave for the next 2 hours. But you're okay for natural cause. And the key word today will be CCHP. CCHP, yeah, Collaborating Centers for Health Promotion. Please remember this. We will have a photo later, so you will use it. Okay? Don't put it on the wrong side. Okay? All right. So today we are very delighted to have invited speakers, excellent speakers from 4 different countries, from the U.S., from Japan, Thailand, and Taiwan. Okay. So before we start, let's welcome our hosts and the sponsors to deliver opening remarks. And just a reminder, each of you have only 3 minutes. First, let's welcome Dr. So-In Kim, President of APAC, to give us an opening remark. Big hands, please.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor for me to invite this room. I always, maybe President always invited, so maybe this is the last time for me to be invited as a President. And NCD and health promotion is very important issue in public health. Health your life especially for healthier elderly life. Healthier lifestyle is essential for this the role of the APEC CCHP is tremendously important. Taiwan is a leading country in Asia Pacific area, especially in health issues. We found many solutions from Taiwan and also Japan, US, Thailand. So I hope in this room we have a good solution for the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Kim, for your kind support always. And next, we would like to invite the most generous sponsor for the past 8 years for FF CCHP. Let's welcome Dr. Guoning Li, Division Director of Planning Division, Health Promotion Administration, Ministry of Health and Welfare, Taiwan, to give us an opening remark.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to the panel session, Collaborative Action on NCD Insight from Taiwan with the regional focus on Asia Pacific. On behalf of the Health Promotion Administration, Ministry of Health and Welfare, Taiwan, I am honored to extend a warm welcome to experts and leaders to join us today. I would also like to express my sincere appreciation to the organizers, including the Mount Lao University, APAC, CCHP, Taiwan Association for Global Health Institute, and the National Health Research Institute from Taiwan for bringing us today together. Thank you all for your support of this important event. To seriously discuss this issue, we invite for outstanding expert and representative. Thanks all a lot again. Lastly, it's my great pleasure to attend this panel session and the 56th APAC conference. Thank you for your participating, and I wish you all the best. I hope you enjoy the session. Thank you again.
Thank you, Dr. Lin, for your continuous support and the kind remarks. Okay, last but not the least, we would like to welcome the father of CCHP, Dr. Hong Chu, Director of CCHP and also the President-elect of FF, to give us an opening remark. Big hands, please.
Distinguished speaker, experts, guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It's my great honor to welcome you all to the special section we focus on collaborating action on NCD Insight from Taiwan with the regional focus on Asia Pacific. On behalf of CCHP, I extend my heart welcome greeting to sincerely thank all the audience in this forum, policy leader and public health partners to join us from access the Asia Pacific region and beyond. This session brings together renowned specialists from 4 countries to share valuable insight and innovative strategies for promoting health and preventing non-communicable disease. Such as diverse panel truly reflect the spirit of regional cooperation and knowledge exchange, which can be crucial in tackling the growing burden of NCDs. Addressing NCD is not only a policy challenge, but also requires rigorous scientific research and innovative solutions. And my normal job area, the National Health Research Institute, NHI, is a think tank of the Minister of Health and Welfare, has been dedicated to interdisciplinary research and data-driven analysis to deepen our understanding of the cause of impact of NCD and to develop effective health promoting strategies. By strengthening connection among stakeholders and integrating scientific evidence into decision making, CCHP aims to promoting a robust foundation for advanced public health initiative in Taiwan. We firmly believe that practical application is key to effectively reducing the burden of disease and improving population health. Finally, I would like to express my gratitude to the organizer for their meticulous work and to all participants for their active engagement. I look forward to fruitful discussion and the new collaboration that will help us to make meaningful study in the fight against NCD. Thank you all participants and wish you have a good health. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Cho. And now we would like to take group photos with everyone, and there will be 2 rounds. The first is the normal one, just smile, and the second, put a C shape on your right cheek, okay? So our camera lady, yeah, please be ready. And then after the first round, we will have the second round with the speakers and the sponsors later to the stage. Thank you. So everyone is happy, right?
Only 1 minute.
对，因为你这样没有正
好，这样 OK。
再过去。
好，这样 OK。
Okay, normal one.
First one. 3, 2, 1. Okay, and the second one is
C.
Yes. Your right hand. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
C.
And thumbs up.
Okay,
Okay.
thumbs up.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. And now we will invite all the speakers and the VIPs in the first row.
All the speakers.
The second round. Professor Yi, would you like to join us?
可能所有人在往右边。
往右边。
Move a little bit.
Right, you wanna come?
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, and C. Okay, C again. 3, 2, 1. Correct.
Okay, one more.
Last one. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Now, for the panel session today, we will start, and we will have a total of 4 speakers, each delivering a 20-minute speech. And after all the 4 speeches, we will have 10 minutes discussion. So just a kind reminder, please try to keep your speech within 20 minutes, or you will be in the middle of the between the meeting and the food. Okay, so now I will hand the microphone to today's co-chair, Dr. Wei Chen-Luo, the Deputy CEO of CCHP. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Betty. So now let's welcome first speaker, Dr. Ella Nezami, Integral Director from Global Medical Science Miller School of Medicine of the University of Miami from the United States. She's ongoing research examines global health education, the effective integration of the technology into pedagogy, space, learning, and its utility in improving learning outcome, as well as the determinants of the behavioral risk factors for chronic disease, cancer, and cardiovascular disease. Today, she will share her perspective in terms of this topic about the convergence in action, curriculum innovation, AI integration, and the cross-disciplinary collaboration to shape the next public health workforce. As welcome.
Thank you. Slide up and good afternoon. I don't have permission to have either this one or that one. I can't stand behind a podium for long. So welcome to our session about AI. How many people in this room currently use AI? On a weekly basis, on a daily basis, on an hourly basis. All right, so we have a lot of AI users, and I want to talk about where is AI? Where could it be taking us? What are the good things about AI? What are the things that we need to be watchful about in AI? And I want to share with you that what I talk about today is different than what I would have said about 2 months ago. And I will assure you, in a couple of months, a lot of things that I'm saying are updated and new. So how would I advance? Next one, please. So the purpose for our presentation is to talk about what is the AI role, in particular for public health education, but also public health practice for our practitioners. I forgot to ask one thing. I'm not very good with keeping time, so when it's about 2 or 3 minutes before my time is up, you give me a sign, and then I would speed through everything to make sure I cover it. And then we want to talk about in what way it has been innovating our education, and what is it in AI that can help us to prepare our workforce better. Ideally, the whole idea of education, all of you who are in school right now learning, is to prepare for jobs, correct? You don't want to just get a diploma and say, okay, now nothing. Same is for many of us in this room who are educators. We're not teaching for a paycheck at the end of the month. We are teaching to make sure that we are passing on the torch to the next generation of public health professionals. Next one. So what I'm going to talk about is how quickly it's moving, the speed by which it's changing. The fact that we need to call for convergence of many different fields for the advancement of public health, more so than ever in our history. We're going to talk about what is the role of AI in practice, and then as a result, how do we need to innovate and change our curriculum. There was a time that when we were talking about AI, from professors' perspective, it was like students are going to cheat. They're not going to be critical thinkers. They are, whatever I give as an exam, they can search and they find the answer. So the validity of my tests are compromised. So at that time, I changed my exams and I said they should do presentations. I don't want multiple choices. They should think. And AI was faster than me. Do you know there is an AI that any topic of presentation, if you give it to the AI and give the context, if you're good with your prompting. If you say, I want this presentation to be for a doctoral level, for an undergraduate level. My professor is particularly interested if I would incorporate facets of economic impact. I want to now change it and add things that are related to social determinants of health. It generates a different PowerPoint presentation for you. You can say, now I want this to be, my professor is kind of finicky and may check for AI. Make sure that it doesn't look like it's AI generated. It changes it. So I got to a point that, all right, there's nothing I can do about that part. So things need to change. And then how the workforce has changed. And I will showcase to you that AI can actually do a lot of things that we do in a better way that we are doing it right now. So how are we going to prepare the future public health professionals? Does it mean that I, as a professor, am replaced by AI? By no means that is the case. We are more important in the age of AI than previously, and I will share that with you as well. And then what is looking forward? How can we innovate, reinvent ourselves to improve the public health profession, to keep the integrity of humanity, yet advance? That is the plan. Next one. So this morning you learned from Dr. Brown that challenges are increasing. There are more possibilities of pandemics and all kinds of threats to health and welfare of our public. Because of new technologies, we need to learn new skills to be able to incorporate AI, capture its power, and be able to tackle the new challenges that are rising. So as a university, all of us have to be very thoughtful about how are we going to do this. And that is something that is the topic of interest for all academicians. We're past the stage of students are going to cheat. We are actually speeding up on how, as faculty, we can become AI experts, how we can get the AI at our help as an instrument to allow us to do better. Next one. So, when I talk about convergence, what do I mean? What I mean is that we need to integrate AI with different domain expertise, but then think about what are the healthcare teams that need to come together to use it. It used to be that I was thinking about I need to collaborate with sociologists, with anthropologists, with who are the people who are my multidisciplinary team. Now my multidisciplinary team has advanced to computer scientists, for people who are data analysts, for people who are in information technology. So all of the previous groups are part of the team, but new people and disciplines have become part of our team. Now, the part that I want to really focus on is that human is still the driver. We are the decision makers. And that is what makes AI powerful, in both good ways and bad ways. So AI is not something new. AI has existed since 1950s. The first generation of AI was that how can we capture human intelligence in symbols and logic? Then it advanced to can we have expert systems in particular areas and fields? And those were not really that big deal. The real revolution started in 2000 when systems were able to learn from data very quickly and adapt. That was the beginning of what led us to be here today. And then between 2010 and 2020, a new era started where now, what are the AIs capable of doing? They can perceive. They can actually analyze in logical ways. And they can come up with solutions that requires thinking. That's something that was reserved for humans. Computers could not perceive and create. Now AI can generate music. Now I just said AI generates your PowerPoint. AI can generate discussions, and it can be logical in what it does. To be able to say, change my topic of the content of the presentation to make it appealing to a faculty with these particular characteristics requires something a lot more than this is just regurgitation of knowledge. And that is where comes both the beauty of it and the danger of it. So this is actually the milestones and in what year these things were happening. Before it got to the 2020s, it wasn't really a big deal. And now it's like catching on fire. I will tell you, I use actually AI quite frequently. Do you use Gemini here mostly? ChatGPT? Copilot? Gemini lovers or haters? Copilot? ChatGPT? Oh, by the time you're done here, you're going to be all into both to love it and hate it, need to figure out what to do. So I have a problem that when I'm upset with someone, and I want to articulate something, I'm very straightforward, and I can offend people. Like I go to my boss and say, what you decided is quite illogical. And that was something that I really had to be careful. So many times I would choose not to talk to higher ups, in particular if I didn't like them. Now I use ChatGPT and I say, I'm really mad at this boss. I'm not going to say what's his name. But I need to somehow be able to communicate with him that this is a bad decision. And then it gives me the way to say it. And I say, I am too emotional, I'm not going to say this thing. Make it in a way that I would actually be able to say it. Then it changes it. I memorize, or I try to kind of own what the ChatGPT said, and then I go and present to my boss what is my idea of he really didn't get it and he was making a big mistake. And he agrees, and he says, this is so thoughtful of you, Ellie. And I'm like, I'm ready to slap you, but great, thank you, ChatGPT. So it allowed me to actually be able to tone down and calm down my language while I'm definitely delivering the exact same message. I know that people, my colleagues and professors who are the AI haters are saying, stop her, take that away from her. But please indulge me and listen to what else I'm bringing to the table and why is it that I have some affinity for AI and yet some worry and fear about AI. Next one. So if you look at the finance, retail, education, transportation, they are very quickly adopting AI. So if you look at the computer software companies, software engineers in many ways at the lower level are being replaced by AI. And it's something that is a threat because many students who graduate and want to go to these fields are finding that the number of jobs are being eliminated. I don't know if you have followed up with Microsoft had 15,000 layoffs. Amazon followed by another 14,000 layoffs. So why? I mean, their volume of work is increasing. Their profits are increasing. Their workforce, they're actually firing, laying off certain types of levels of people and then hiring more on other layers. So what is happening there? Why? Why am I worried about this? Because I feel that no one can really replace, not AI, no machine, nothing can replace what a public health practitioner can do. But now this is an opportunity to see what are the jobs that are being eliminated, why? What are the skills from AI that needs to be incorporated in our education so we enhance and advance our public health practitioners in being able to do a greater job. Are you tired of me? Drink some water so you can handle me a little longer. Next one, please. All right. Now, what is the power? What is it that I like about AI? If you look at the way it tracks social media, it tracks what people are putting, and social media is part of everyone's life. Especially the younger you are, the more you are into all kinds of engagement with social media. It can predict potential for trends of diseases faster than WHO. It does it very quickly. Why is it important for us? Next. So, it signals there are going to be hotspots of diseases. It signals prediction of problems and forecasts diseases. So would it be helpful for us as public health professionals to know when, where, what is happening to be able to quarantine, prevent, set the emergency responses? Would it help us? Hey, you are not paying attention to me. Would it help us? Yes, it is important for us to know. If we knew about start of COVID-19 and the pneumonia that was happening in Wuhan, was it helpful? I mean, we changed our policies after it was everywhere, not before. Next one. So these are two systems of AI. 3 minutes, oh my God, change that. So HealthMap is a system that was created in Boston by MIT and Blue Dot, both of them on December 31st of 2019, predicted the pneumonia in Wuhan before we knew what we were doing. It predicted that there is a new pattern of pneumonia that is happening in Wuhan. When did US started acting on there is something new, it is contagious, and it is coming across the borders long after that. Next. So I'm going to actually go to the next one. And next, wait. So now AI literacy. Can we go to AI literacy? No? Yes. So I think what is an important concept to consider for the future of public health education is AI literacy. The next one is understanding data. If as public health practitioners, we cannot interpret, manipulate, work with data, we are really behind. And then we get to this really important concept of what is the ethics and what are the biases in understanding. That's where the danger comes. I hope you noticed that Dr. Brown this morning said, and AI created pathogens. Do you remember that? So AI doesn't create biological pathogens, but AI is a powerful, powerful instrument in the hands of wrong people. So 1 minute, goodbye. Some of the speakers went like 30 minutes past their time, so give me 2 minutes. So I want to say that AI can be extremely dangerous in the hands of dangerous people. It is us who decide what to do with AI. If I ask AI that I want to make a bomb, it will give me formula of how to make it. If I ask AI to help me be kind and prevent illnesses, it will give me the recipe to what to do. So the point is that we need to watch humanity, not watch AI. We need to use AI at our service to enhance and advance humanity. We need to use AI to be better public health professionals. That is the critical point, that yes, in the hands of a student who doesn't want to learn, it allows you to cheat. But do you want to cheat on yourself? Do you want to get your degree when at the time of crisis you don't know what to do? It's a decision you make, not a decision I make. I can police you up to nauseam to be saying that you get A, but you didn't learn anything. What's the advantage of that A? You're not getting that A so you have a piece of paper to put there. You're getting a piece of paper which says, I can help humanity. If there are pandemics, I know how to help communities and populations. So I want to invite everyone to think about AI is a tool in the hands of humans for advancing humanity or destruction. So watch out for a powerful tool that is getting more and more powerful, but be able to tame it in serving humanity. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Dr. Nezami. Next, we are going to invite Dr. Hongyi Chu. He is the director of CCHP and the president-elect of PAPHAC, also the director and distinguished investigator from the Institute of Population Health Science in the National Health Research Institute in Taiwan. Dr. Chu is a distinguished scholar in public health and epidemiology, specialized in the large-scale co-study and big data analytics. His research focuses on major chronic disease such as stroke, chronic kidney disease, diabetes, and breast cancer, aiming to promote evidence-based policymaking. He leads multiple translational research projects that address the health issues across all life stages, from the early childhood to elderly population. Today, his topic is about the big data-driven decision public health policy. Let's welcome.
Okay, thank you, Nicholas, for the introduction. Today, I will to talk about the big data-driven precision public health policy, our experience in Taiwan. And my topic will focus on three items. First, the population structure and the health in Taiwan, and in Taiwan, how to using the public health development and the big data, and I will show some examples about the public health evidence under the big data. Okay. First, this paper published in 2024 in Lancet, it divides the global in 6 areas. You can see the top total fertility rate area is the Sub-Saharan Africa, and the following by the North Africa and the Middle East. And this top line is we talk about the replacement fertility rate is about 2.1 total fertility rate. And you can see these two lines. First is the Central Europe area, and the second is the high income area. We can see before the 2000, their total material rate is lower than the present material rate. And the heavy red line is I put on this figure. This is Taiwan. We can see in 1950 years, Taiwan still have a very high total material rate, but in coming 30 years, they dropped very sharply. Okay, so compare with all over the world, Taiwan now is the lowest total material rate. Sometimes Korea might be the lowest, but we are the bottom two country. Yeah, we facing a big challenge about the lowest total material rate. So even in the global population projection in 21st, maybe 70 years later, there are around 11 billion people. But however, over the quarter of the world will be aged 25 years. So this is a very challenging for our Earth. We need to prepare immediately in advance. Okay. So this is the Taiwan's data. We can see around 1997, Taiwan entered the aging society. It means we have 70.1% greater than 65 years old. And in coming around 18 years, we age in the society. It means the twice, 14.11. But this progression year shows very fast. Within around 2018 to 2025, only 7 years. Now, Taiwan society is around a super aged society. So it's very challenging. And also we have the lowest total fertility rate. So we have two phases to driven Taiwan this kind very high challenge in healthcare resource society for Taiwan. So and we using the GBD, you can see for the lifelong in different age periods, we facing a different disease course. So we need the precision medicine or precision health to look at our population by the different age period. Okay. So in other words, the growth rate of elder population and the utilization of healthcare research in Taiwan is also another big challenge. In Taiwan, every one elder people, they cost 3/4 healthcare resources compared with the general population. This means we have 25% age people, they will cost 35% healthcare resources. So there, everybody know we have very high coverage rate health insurance system, but this year we have reached about 1 trillion Taiwanese dollars, but we still very high financial challenge impact right now. So while we using the big data to relieve the evidence to provide some solution to precision healthcare relocation to the different age period for Taiwan. So this is the ideal situation. You know, this is a medical doctor, they love to treat very advanced like the immune drug, like the small molecule drug and the target drug, but they cost a lot. And they still have very invisible disease. So we hope to move the healthcare in the health promotion or the early diagnosis to make the cost of disease burden can be enlarged, and we can have to save more healthcare resources to the patient who really need it. This we ideally know. So in Taiwan, you can see this economics. They say the world's most available resource is no longer the oil, but the data. Yeah. So you can see the Google, Amazon, and the Facebook, like the biggest company of the Nvidia. Yeah. But we should know how to the new approach to the antitrust rules. Yeah, we can see the seven biggest the company in the world. Yeah, and the supermarket and the stock market always affected by the seven countries very sharply. So today, last night, the United States stock market they dropped a lot. Yeah, so this is very challenging, very unstable in this time. So facing this very dangerous situation, the biggest benchmarker first is the EU. EU, they hope to building the data-driven society. So they making a role model about the society empowered by data. They hope to create a single marketing for data and hope in future they can benefit for their business, their researcher, and the public administrator. So in 2018, they have four indicators. First, they increase the data storage from 30 databytes, increasing to about 175. This is about a five-fold increase in the data storage data volume. And they also hope their people with the basic digital skill from 50% in 2018 for the EU population increased to the 65%. And also the data professional in EU 27 membership from 0.570 million in 2018 to 11 million. So this they are showing a very clarified and index. And we should look at the United States in 2020 to 2022. Sorry, 2022. United States they are now fully engaged for the foundational activity. They are prepared a very strong economical about the governance, planning, and the infrastructure. And in the coming 4 years, we invited all the enterprise activity to build up the standard, the budgeting, and the coordination. And in the future, in 2030, they hope to have the data-driven activity. They can collect evidence based on the decision, automatic data improvement. So under this different market in Taiwan, every year we have a very important conference. We talk about Bio-Taiwan Committee Conference. We highlight some near future about the biomedicine mobile technology development in Taiwan. And in 2024, we decide to build up the health data service company, and also we innovated the smart health monitoring system. So we hope to ensure the interoperability and the security of digital health platform and accelerate. So we adopted the United States role. We using the FIRE, the IL7, and also the core data mining to integrate all the data from the different hospitals to generate a big data market. And in this year, our BTC conference also highlight we should reduce the health burden and invest more large-scale national logistics cohorts there and the real-world data research to promote. And we hope to help Taiwan to holding some leader in drug development and global public health. So in Taiwan, our public health have facing the change in the three phases. In the initial phase, at the time, we are focused on the environmental improvement and the vaccine development. This is about 50 years ago. And the second evaluation for public health 2.6, we are governing this top-down innovation about the prevention of chronic disease. So my boss, the HPA, they provide some cancer screening program and the NCT clinical program and some innovation to reduce the cigarette smoker or reduce the obesity preference. And right now, we are facing to the public health 3.0. We hope to using the big data and the integrating cross-sector cooperation to build a health resources network. And this is we want to using the big data and enter to the population health problem and combined with the precision health technician and also the health economical theory, we hope to optimize the health resources allocation and also to foster the cooperation between the different stakeholders to achieve the universal health coverage. Though we have nearly 100% because we have national insurance system, but we still have some health inequality needed to problem to be solved. So our future plans to how to using the data, provide the evidence to give the total solution to reduce the health inequity. So we can see this right now, the big data era from the birth, we can collect all the data through the family history, genetic screening, social economic factor, and the data. A lot of the wireless device and the customer's motility device can collect a lot of data, and this time we can do the data analytics to provide the solid evidence to different age group, different cynic, and also the different patient group to provide them intervention program. And also doctor can give the good solution and through the data decision making system to help the doctor and the patient to find some good choice in the treatment strategy for our patient. So in Taiwan right now, we have a lot of government data open sources. So like the HPA, they holding a lot of data set like the cancer registry, Taiwan birth cohort, adult preventive health records such as, and our health insurance, HIA, they have the Taiwan Biobank and also the National Health Insurance Admission data. These are the model data in Taiwan. They all cover almost 99% of people. They are medical record. Okay, so we have the big chance to incorporate this data, but we still have some challenges to solve. First, this data did not have the laboratory diagnosis data. They did not have the personal record data that we call about their cigarette history, their BMI, or their lifestyle table. This still not including in our national health issues data set. And also some of the medical image. Right now, my lab is help the government using the AI to look at our medical image data. We have a lot of skills can be applied to the different resonance way. Like the MRI, if you have one point to the high level MRI, we have a solution to integrate this medical imaging and also clinical data procedure. So, and the other critical point is how to collect the personal wearable device. Sometimes when they sleep, they took off the watch. Sometimes the farmer, they go to cultivate, they took off the wireless. So we using some statistical method to fill the empty. So this year to develop how to integrate this data. So I will propose some example for you. First, in NHI, now we are establishing a data risk prediction. We are collaborating with the Taiwan Biobank data and some kind of NGS data. And right now we are propose the model for predicting and diagnosis data, because in Taiwan we right now have the 10% people that did not diagnose their DM at the right time. It's been the late diagnosis. Every time once they diagnose the DM, they are fasting sugar. Mostly they are greater than 500 or nearly 1,000. So very short time they were feeling the very severe complication like the cardiovascular disease, nerve disease. So we want to reduce the diagnosis DM and hope can let them be under the treatment. And also we establish the genetic data on diabetes. We are compare the genetic risk score for 12 types of cardiometabolic and related disease. Okay, and also our group to using the AI to applicate the risk behavior predictive model for the psychiatric result. Because right now in Taiwan we are the more than 10 risk group for this psychiatric patient, and using the AI we aggregation increase to the 3 groups. and we identify the high-risk group, moderate-risk group, and the low-risk group. And this risk group, we have the model to validation and application to suicide risk prediction model. So we provide the very valid high-risk group to our government. They estimate 20 days to reach a cumulative use around 1%. This is the number is negotiated and discussed with the government. They say the 1% they can tolerate. So we're using the AI to validate around 1 to 10,000 people. They are the ranking as a high-risk group. So our volunteer or our government or officer, they can visit the house very, very closely to prevent the suicide. Okay, and the other example is because we are facing the elder society, so we hope to predict the disability risk and the high functional older elder. So we're using around more than the 100 variable disabled related disease and the age, sex, using the AI to predict the real model, and using the FG boost, and we can see the shape. The age will be the most important predict, followed by the manufacturer, such like this one. And using this one, we can impact the disease variation, disability, and also provide the reference information in public health and social welfare, and let our government to reallocate their long-term care resources to precision to the right patient, right people. So this is our applicate the disability prediction model for all the people. So right now our golden number is around 50%. The elder people, they will be needed the long-term care. And this is the golden standard. So the NIH tried to find some intervention program to reduce. We hope to less than 10%. Then we will save our long-term care resources. This can reduce our government final burden, financial burden. And this in the COVID-19 era, we provide using our insurance, health insurance system to provide evidence-based insight to help the COVID-19 border control. Like this morning, the keynote speech, we can have the good quarantine and a good border side. So in the first year in Taiwan, I can say we are the island, so we have unique for the Taiwan, but we're still using our NIS system to prevent to affect the COVID. So in the first 2 years, we have no one case. Yeah. So this is in Taiwan. This is our experience. Okay. So NIS data set can from border to community information-driven data linkage system because they cover almost the Taiwan people. Okay. And the other is about the research. And we can using the air pollutant data collect from our Ministry of the Health Protection, and also our NHIS data set linkage. We can provide our government the long-term exposure to ozone might be an important determinant. For instance, the dynamic progression of hypertension, diabetes, and CKD. This is the top 3 NCD disease in Taiwan. And beside the PM22.5 or PM10, the ozone will be next very important air pollutant because it's global change. This is the second phase, and then more temperature higher, the more ozone increase. So this is very important. And the other is we also link the cohort and the air pollutant data. So BTC conference they enhance the Taiwan to collect more cohort study data, and using the data to link with the NIS. In my study also we have the CO, NO, NO2, SO2, PM25, PM10. They will be the deteriorate kidney function because in Taiwan the dialysis is cost a lot of the NIH resource around the first one. Okay, so my conclusion is by integrating and linking big data across the government, minister, and the agency, the evidence-based formation can especially precision health policy. And also, the big data analysis can provide feedback to improve the quality, efficiency of data collection, and the precision public health policy enable more efficient allocation of health resources and maximize the overall population health benefit. So this is my talk. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Zhou. Very insightful speech. Next, we are going to invite